Ahoy! How are you? Well, I hope. So these videos seem to be pretty popular, so I thought I would do another one. I purchased this, a couple months back. Another Lego set, Jaws. Based off the 1975 film by Steven Spielberg, which is based off the 1974 novel by Peter Benchley, both of the same name, Jaws. This Lego set is about 1,500 pieces. It's about 24 inches long and about 15 inches tall. I thought it would be fun to put it together. I don't know though, we may need a bigger countertop. Hey, anyway, let's get after it. Okay, here is the first 4 bags of the Jaws Lego scene. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's get back to business. I just thought you'd want to see. There's 13 bags in total. So we're moving right along. Anyway, let's get back to the action. Okay, so you probably noticed I've changed clothes a couple of times. You saw 2 time-lapse videos of essentially the boat being put together, which is pretty cool. I'm not too excited about the strings. I've got to make some changes to that, but on the whole, I think this is pretty cool. You see the literal Jaws bones on the front of the Orca, and then there's the three little guys. Quint, Brody, and there's Brody, Chief, and I forget Richard Dreyfuss's character's name. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Then you saw the shark get put together, which is super awesome. Now, there's actually 2 versions where you could keep this separate. You could slide this in kind of like this, and it would have its own stand with the Jaws, but I decided I'm going for the on the water scene here that I've started to build. And I got to be honest, it's kind of kicked my ass a little bit. You can kind of see here in the picture, I think you've watched about 30 seconds of the time lapse, and that took about 5 hours. I took a break in between, went to go watch a ball game and have some drinks and pizza, and I came back and I thought I could finish it, and sure as shit, nah. But we're going to finish it tonight, have it all together, and we'll have another probably 20-second blip based on how long, like I said, about 5 hours in total to put all of this together. And I think how it'll end up is something along these lines here, and then the boat will be here, obviously. Anyway, I'm going to go make myself a drink, and we're going to finish this time lapse. I was just too damn tired last night, and it was getting dark, and I was having a hard time seeing, mostly because probably too much of this. But anyway, let's finish it. Whew. So about 6 hours in total, probably 3 of which I was drunk. So it might have taken a little less time, but you can't argue with the results. That's a pretty cool Lego set. I do prefer the ocean scene with the boat and the shark much more than just having the shark, on this portion on its own. I think that's a lot more fun and interesting. The shark is locked in place. The boat is not. It just sort of sits there. I've got to do a little bit with these, tighten these strings up just a little bit. Or maybe not, I don't know. But it might be best just to leave it alone. A lot of little pieces. I think that was part of what slowed me down. You saw me with a flashlight because the instruction manual here, especially towards the end, it's a blue plate, blue background. You're showing you putting the pieces on, and my old man eyes, it was hard to see. And I've got plenty of light in here, and it was still difficult to see, or again, maybe too much of that. But it's done. It's pretty awesome. I'll give you a tour here in just a second. But one of the things I bought, I've got a place to put this. I found some postcards from 1975 that have the Jaws poster, and I thought it would be fun to frame the postcard and place it, right behind this set. Take a look. Well, actually, first I'll give you a tour all the way around, a close-up, and then the last shot will just be that postcard, which should be here in the next week or so. I know you ultimately don't care to see the postcard, but I think it'll look really cool, just sort of sitting right here. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you got a kick out of this, but here's a quick tour of all my work. All right, kids, there she is, the Jaws Lego set. Pretty cool, right? Took about 6 hours in total to get her done. And I really like the ocean scene over just having the shark I showed you earlier on its own stand. I think this turned out pretty cool. I need to wipe some of my fingerprints off still, obviously. But as I said before, about 24 inches long in total. I really like how they tried to capture the waves. They captured the spirit of the movie in the whole. Anyway, in its place of honor, check this out. I actually found an old postcard. I'm going to put it in a frame and put it behind where this is going to end up going. I think that'll be fun. Check it out.